Hello, and this is Saheli. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to tell you how I went from 5,000 rupees per month to about 5 lakhs per month from a single client in the span of about 3, 4, 5 years almost. Now, it's been a long journey for sure, but I hope that the tips and tricks I'm going to give you will help you become a better freelancer. Now, if you do not know me, I make content for people who want to get paid for their skills. These can be skills like writing, social media marketing, web design, virtual assistants, etc. Basically, any sort of skill that you get paid hourly or by the project for by various clients. If you want to increase those rates, if you want to work with more clients, if you want to work with higher paying clients who have fatter pockets, you should be watching my content regularly. But in today's video, I'm going to tell you how I kind of increased my rates over the last few years and what are the top 5 things you should do if you want to 10x your rates from your clients. So without any further ado, let us get started with this video. Now, the very first thing that you need to do if you want to charge 10x your current rates from your clients is understand why are you charging your current rates. So let's say you are somebody who's charging 10,000 per month for serving people on Instagram, managing their Instagram. Or let's say you're a website designer and you're charging 30,000 per project. I want you to really understand why are you charging your current rates. Is it because this is the rate you started at because you did not know better? Is it because your skill is not very good and you're not confident in charging more? Or is it because you tried pitching more but you could not convince clients, so you've kind of stuck to your current rates? Whatever is your reason for charging your current rates, understanding that is very important to raise your rates. For me, I was charging about 3 to 5,000 per month for managing someone's social media, and the primary reason was that I did not know better. I did not know anybody who was charging 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. If I did know them, I felt like I'm a noob, so nobody is going to talk to me. So they felt so much out of reach that I wouldn't even talk to them. And that is one major mindset shift that you need to do. Whatever is the reason that you charge your current rates, you need to change that and understand that whatever service you're providing, the same service is easily being sold for 10 or 20 times the rates you charge by people across the globe. And your location does not matter. Even if you're sitting in India, you can easily charge global rates if your service is good. So understand that and make it a resolution to increase your rates. Now, the second thing that you need to do is, if you want to raise your rates, you need to have very strong testimonials and case studies. Now, what is testimonials? When somebody vouches for your expertise. Testimonials can be gotten from anyone, your existing clients, people you work with, people who have hired you, people you have given free trials to. They can vouch for your credibility, and that is something you 100% want from them, because otherwise you're not going to be able to convince people to pay you more. Ideally, 3 testimonials is the best amount of number. Why? 1 testimonial is too less. More than 3, it becomes very crowded and hard for a client to read through all of them anyway. So 3 testimonials is very optimum. So if you can do that, that will be phenomenal. And once you have added these testimonials, you can present the pricing part of your services after that, be it on text, on a proposal, or on a call. You should always talk about your testimonial and experience first and your price next. Imagine if you come to me and you ask me for a cake, and I tell you, okay, here's the cake that I've made, and this cake will cost you 5,000 rupees. You're going to be like, oh my God, 5,000 is too much. But if you come to my shop and I tell you, oh, welcome, you know what, last week only I made a cake for somebody just like you for, let's say, their birthday, and they had a phenomenal time. Look at these pictures. So I show pictures from that birthday party, and then I present to you my pricing. Now, you may still feel that it's expensive, yes, but you are more inclined to listen to me and be more convinced than if I just directly present you with the pricing. So testimonial and experience before you present pricing. And the other thing I'm speaking about is called case studies. Case studies are absolutely crucial to make sure that you come across as an expert. Now, if you don't have your personal case studies, if you've not worked with as many clients yet, no worries, you can always build a case study of how a different brand implemented your work. So for example, a lot of brand strategists who do not have a lot of experience, but they want to convince their clients of the importance of brand strategy, instead of giving a case study of their own client's brand strategy. They talk about the Tropicana incident where they have, kind of changed the packaging and that affected a lot of sales. So that incident, that analogy kind of puts across the point of how important brand strategy can be. So even if you do not have experience, it's fine, but you have to find out relevant case studies. One of my favorite hacks to do this, by the way, is to just search for whatever niche you are in, plus a figure campaign, plus case study. So for example, EdTech 7-figure case study. So that way you will figure out a lot of case studies in EdTech field which have made millions of dollars, and that way you would be able to kind of build much better examples than if you were just to search case study in general. See, everything is available at your fingertips for free on the internet. You just have to be smart enough to know what to look for, and yes, of course, I'm here to help you with that, right? Now, once you have done this, you need to understand that to raise your rates, you need better clients. So if you are constantly targeting small businesses as your ideal client, they don't have enough money. Small businesses are making maybe a few lakhs a month at most. How would they afford to pay you if you want to charge a lakh as well? You need to target, if you want to charge 1 lakh per month, let's say, you need to be targeting somebody making at least 10 lakhs per month. Okay, and usually these would be, if influencers make this kind of money, yes. A lot of expert leaders make this kind of money. People who are working in leader positions in various companies and building their side hustles have this kind of money. Funded companies often make this kind of money. A lot of products that you might be using, their companies might be making this kind of revenue. So you need to understand how much you want to charge and whether you're even talking to the right person or not, because a lot of times when people come and tell me, I'm not getting clients who are paying me well, it's not a problem of your skills, but rather you're getting the client who can't even afford to pay you. And there's no way you can convince them about your words, because even if they can't afford you. Okay, I can't afford Shah Rukh Khan's personal trainer. All right. So even if I know that that person must be really great, I will never be able to buy their service. So I hope that you get the point. And stop trying to convince clients who cannot afford you about your worth. I think so many freelancers go wrong when they try to do that. And instead, what you do instead is you try to find people who are hanging around in circles where high revenue businesses are. Now, there are specific groups on Facebook where people with 7-figure businesses usually hang around. There are specific groups on Facebook for a certain niche of industry. For example, groups for creators, groups for course makers, groups for consultants, groups for Shopify stores. So here you can find your ideal target audience. A lot of times you can also find them just by putting out a post such as, who is already making 6 figures and is ready to scale to 7 figures. Posts like that would automatically fish out the exact person you want to talk to. Now, these are just some strategies. Of course, there's so many ways to target the right person who is going to be a good fit for your business. Now, the last tip that I need to give you is that if you want to raise your rates and charge really high rates, just go for it. Approach the people without worrying too much about what the results would be. Now, if you're interested, I can actually make a separate video on this millionaire that I always wanted as my client. And I decided one day that, let's go for it. And I sent out an email. I'll read out the exact email to you. I'll tell you exactly what I wrote. And I hope that it'll help you. I actually bagged them as a client as well. It was an international client. And it is definitely one of the most shocking experiences, because they were somebody I was looking up to for a really long time. I did not think that they will hire me, but they did, and it was an amazing experience working for them. And all of that started because I was courageous enough to send one email after doing all of this. And yes, working for a client who is a millionaire was definitely one of the most amazing experiences. Of course, after that I have worked with many millionaires, but the first is always special. So if you want to know how to get a millionaire client, make sure you drop a comment saying 7-figure client, and I would drop the video next weekend. I'm going to be very consistent on my YouTube now on, so I'm very excited for you to keep watching and keep growing your income. And yes, with that, I hope that this video helps in kind of fine-tuning your services and understanding how you can raise your rates. And yes, I would be looking forward to updates from you. Stay tuned with me on Instagram and LinkedIn, and I'll see you with another video next week. Bye bye.